Hello, hello. It's Sunday morning. I'm not supposed to be here right now. Probably no one's gonna find me just yet. But I don't know. I just felt like hanging out for a bit because I am home alone. I've been home alone today. And I might as well just come and hang out and see if any of my friends wants to hang out with me because I can. It's been a while. I know it's not that long until I actually, go live on my regular Sunday streams, but hey, we're having some just chillin' crochet for this minute because yes, because I want to. APD, how are you doing, sweetie? I've been messaging you, but I get that yeah. mm, I hope you feel better soon. um I'm leaving your details to you because yes, but I'm hope you feel better soon. Yeah, you're hurting. Yeah, like I can imagine, but you share as much as you feel like you want to share. Um, Hello, Noe. How are you? Good to see you. I don't know what you guys are doing on Saturday at this time because it's Saturday still for you guys. I'm already in Sunday morning. Um, but I figured I'd just like hang out a little bit for just like a random stream. I have no plans. No plans other than crocheting for a little bit and just enjoy the silence in the house, which is kind of broken by my own voice. So I'm not really, yeah, the the whole thing of enjoying the silence doesn't really work. I guess maybe it was too silent, so I had to talk a little bit, and it does feel better when I know someone's watching when I'm talking to myself and not just talking to myself for because that could be kind of seem crazy, right? Hello, Suzanne. How are you? Good to see you. So definitely a little bit of a rambling moment. I am feeling that yeah, we're going to be a little bit random tonight. This is not my regular time. It's definitely nothing regular with this at all. So, cheers because yes. How has you guys' day been? What are you doing at this time? I'm curious. I have been in the sun today. I mowed the lawn. I have what else have I done? Cleaned up a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what I've done really today. Enjoying myself in the sun crocheting. That is one thing I've done. Beautiful day in NJ. That would be New Jersey. And you mowed the lawn too. So I'm not the only one mowing lawns today. I know I did something else. I just don't remember what I did. I did something, that's why I was out. And while I was at it, I decided to mow the lawn. But what was it that I did? I cleaned up a little bit. Wow, okay, I don't know. Why was I outside and decided to mow the lawn? Oh, right. Right. My dad stopped by and wanted me to cut his hair, so I was full of all like teeny tiny small hairs from cutting his hair outside, and I was already like a little bit, it was warm weather, the sun was shining, so all the small hairs was just sticking all over. So I was decided to like a shower is needed after I cut his hair. But while I was at it, I mowed the lawn. That's what I did. I forgot that my dad stopped by. Awesome. Long day. A lot of sun. I didn't get burned today, I don't think. So I think I'm all good. But a little bit of sun and crocheting. Yeah. Yeah. You went to work, encountered a Karen. You had a Karen encounter? Are you in the mood to share details? I like Karen encounters when I'm looking from afar. I don't think I really have any like actual Karen encounters to that I could recall and tell you about it. It's not as common here, but I have seen plenty on the YouTubes of Karens in the makings or in their works, and they can be very entertaining. This woman didn't read the sale signs correctly and she had to argue the price of a ribbon on sale. Mm, that that sounds like a typical Karen move. If I ever heard one, that would definitely start a Karen off. Hello, John. How are you? What are you doing? I saw that you were working and being busy in your wood shop earlier. I hope all is good with you. Thank you so much, ABD. You know, you're on you or feel free to be like on a break for the unforeseeable future. No expectations, no nothing, but you hang out in the scrap basket and just focus on you. Okay? Don't tell anyone you're going live. Thought you were coming back this morning. Well, I planned to, and then stuff happened, and I don't even remember everything that happened today. So yeah, I d- I don't remember everything today. I've been trying to figure out what I've been doing today. I know parts of it, but clearly um I'm having a hard time recalling the day. It's just one of them days. You're Netflixed out. Well, I don't know if I'm any better entertainment than the Netflix that you know. I'm I can try, but I don't want to make you laugh because I know that that wouldn't be a good thing at this moment. Yeah. You're going to go live again, but now I am on. Well, I don't know how long I'm going to be here, John. There's nothing saying that you should cancel because I don't know. I I don't even know what I'm doing here. It's 1 o'clock, and I should probably like consider going to bed, not go live. I don't know. It was just one of yeah. It's been a weird day, but I've been home alone and enjoying the silence. And I was sitting out in the sun crocheting, and time flew. You have every pillow in the house, so you're as comfortable as possible, I hope. Am I familiar with the gas station dinosaurs in the US? I do not think I've heard of a gas station dinosaur. I do not, that doesn't ring a bell to me. Hello, Debbie. How are you doing? Good to see you. No, I'm curious to what, you know, nothing to be curious about. So, have I missed out on a lot of stuff today? Most likely. Is everything good with you guys? I know ABD is not in a good spot right now, so everyone that prayers and stuff, send them her way because she needs them. If she wants to share details, she will, but that's all I will say because yeah. Ugh. There's this brand of gasoline called Sinclair, and they have a dinosaur as their mascot. I do not know Sinclair gas. I do not have that here. We have Circle K, Cream, Shell, um, and then there used to be two stations that merged, and I don't remember, or like I don't know what they're actually called now because I never go there. Circle K used to be Statoil, Statoil, and yeah, I think are they just OK or OK Q8? That would be, yeah, I don't know, but that I think is no. We got some BP and we have some other smaller stations in different places. But yeah, no, that doesn't ring a bell. Anyway, out front of most of their shops, there's a large green brontosaurus. I don't see why a brontosaurus should be the mascot of a gas station, but in a way, I guess fossil fuel would kind of be a play on dinosaurs in a way. Is that like too far-fetched? I don't maybe not. Maybe that actually makes sense. No Sinclair in Northeast US. New Jersey, New York. Would that be PA? PA. I don't know what PA would be. And tri-state? I've heard people say tri-state. I just don't know what that is. Hello, Samantha. It's been a while since I saw you. How are you doing? It's been quite some time. Pennsylvania. Okay, so that's what I was thinking. One of your local stations, their dinosaur gets yarn bombed every season. Oh, do they like dress it up in cute yarn stuff? Or just like throwing skeins of yarn and unravel them like a big bowl of spaghetti? Or is it like people crochet stuff and sew them together to like make it a big blanket or something over it? Samantha, I finished the first scrap basket. It's kind of hiding over there. And then we started a new one. But the new one has not really been worked on for quite some time because I've been doing so much work around the house that my hands have been hurting. So we haven't done any more work on the new scrap basket. But the other scrap basket is here. It's here. It's full of yarn and some other things. So the first basket is finished. But perhaps maybe we will be working on the scrap basket tomorrow, because tomorrow is Sunday. Well, technically for me, it's today because it's now 1:26 a.m. and I will be back here at my time, 10 p.m. So it's just same day in the future for my next live. Yeah, for summer one year he got swimming trunks. Oh. So you're in California, and that's where they dress up the brontosaurus in swimming trunks. That I can't even imagine that, but I bet that there's some pictures of that because it sounds fun. And thank you, Nightbot, for thanking Granny D for being an awesome person and a member of my channel. So what were you guys up to? I'm just popping in here and I don't know, disrupting or interfering or something with what you were doing, or were you just bored and happy I'm here? So you guys, I have been working on this top for Mini-Me for a while, and I thought that I was gonna be finished with it already, like a long time ago. But when I showed it to her, she's like, "Oh, I like it, but I want it to be a dress." So I had to think outside the box because the yarn was running out. So I had to get some other yarns. So what do you guys think? Does it look okay with the color that I picked so far? So we have the purple and we got like a minty color or a teal, and then we got like a lavender. I think it looks okay, but I haven't figured out if I like it enough to like just stick with this or if I should mix more colors in. I have two skeins of this, so I'm expecting that to like at least get some length. And I do have more of the minty teal color, but I don't have more of the darker um purple. But I think this looks kind of okay, right? It's not too weird with the lavender-esque color to go with it. You want to see the sun bunny on my up on my shelves? Is that the one you want to see? I have a couple more, but we can definitely talk about this one, Samantha. You've been watching kids shows from the 1970s, and then I come in here and be like, "Hey, I'm live." So that's what you're dropping for me? I'm happy to be here to entertain. The 90s, 70s kids shows, they're probably going to stay for a little bit longer, right? You're making granny squares with red heart super saver ombre for a blanket for donations. Nice. Mix more colors with it. That's what we're getting. Okay, mix more colors. So Samantha, this is Meadow. This is Meadow, and you might be able to tell where Meadow is from because you have a sibling to Meadow. You have one of Meadow's siblings. And not only do we have a little cute bunny from Missy's cottage, we have a tail by Tank, which I think is a really fun thing. I didn't know that like at first that that was a thing. And then during one of Missy's live streams, she just put out the big jar of tails from Tank, and I was like, why didn't I know this earlier? I don't know if all the bunnies that she has made has tails from Tank, but Tank did refill the stock recently, and I have a little pretty blue tail, which definitely works with. We see we have some darker blue spots in this yarn, but yeah, Meadow has been introduced to my Mini-Me, and my Mini-Me likes her, but she didn't steal her. She didn't try to. There was some cuddles and some snuggles, but I did get to put Meadow back on the shelf with minimum arguments. She did want to keep her for a little bit longer, but I kept it. So now Missy made this one. The bunnies I have made, well, I have a couple of smaller ones there, and then there's one over there. That's Swatchy, and then that's Volcania. What was it? Was it I love this yarn? I think was what she said it was. But we got some teal and mint, purples, lime, blue. Like there's so many fun colors in this yarn. And it's way softer than I expected. So I'm really happy about this one. But Meadow gets to sit up here. It's a pretty chill spot to hang out. So the bunnies, let's not tangle myself too much with the cord here, but I have a bunny like this. That's a bunny I've made. This is Volcania. And maybe we can see. Can I reach Swatchy? Maybe. Yeah. Whoa. So this is Swatchy that I made. And then there's a bunch of more bunnies that I've made that has been packed ready to ship. That's going to Japan. They're not shipped just yet, but they are packed and ready to go. So they will be leaving soon. So I made a couple of different bunnies. A quite big selection now if I think about it. I have made there's 4 bunnies in the package going to Japan now. 1 is already there, so that's 5 bunnies. My kids has a bunny each, so that's 2 more, and then another one, so that's 3. So what do we have? 8. Then I made 2 bunnies for my friend's kids. 2 more bunnies on top of that. Yeah, I have made a couple of bunnies. I did not expect me to make bunnies, but I have made a fair share of bunnies. But this is Swatchy, and this is Volcania. And Volcania is a fire bunny because I am born in the year of the rabbit, and my element is fire. So I needed a fire bunny for obvious reasons. That just had to happen. And then I found the good yarn for it. Oh, they're not gonna want to sit and cooperate and whatnot, so they get to just hang out over there. But that, yeah, definitely more bunnies that has been made than I ever thought I'd do. Then again, I was never, well, in the beginning of my crochet journey, I was like, I don't like making animals, I don't like sewing ends, I don't like a lot of things. But I have evolved. I have done quite a fair share of smaller makes, animals, vegetables, and they are kind of nice, a nice break between larger projects for sure. Sometimes I can even enjoy a little bit of sewing ends, which I never thought I'd say a while back because I don't like sewing, but it can be a little bit of a satisfying feeling to tuck the yarn ends away and see that you're making progress and it's not looking as messy or closer to finish. It's there's some satisfaction in there, and I'm feeling I'm growing more and more like appreciation for it. Not saying I like it because I don't, but I do feel a little bit more satisfied when I have tucked in a yarn tail, even though it does involve sewing, which yeah, I don't enjoy sewing. Maybe that's just me. I know that there's people out there that love sewing in yarn tails, but there's also people in like that really enjoys untangling yarn barfs or just yarn messes in general. And I can see a little bit of that's kind of like a mindless type of thing sometimes. But it's definitely not something I want to do more than I have to because yarn messes can be very frustrating. It's easy for a bit and then it just like no, it doesn't, it could get worse before it gets better, and yeah. In moderation yarn barfs are can be enjoyable. Hello Marcus, did you end already? I'm sorry I wasn't in hanging out with you more. I was thinking about making an appearance there, but I don't know. My day has just been a bit different. So things are just very random today. It's not very often that I'm just like, "Oh, let's mow the lawn," because it's not fun, but it needed to be done. It yeah. Hello, Steve. How are you doing tonight or today? I'm guessing Marcus is soon on the way to bed. I should probably do that too, but well, I am home alone. There's no bedtime specified, really, but I do need to sleep enough so that I can come and hang out with you guys tomorrow. For you, yeah, like later today for me, but tomorrow. So some sleep is needed between then and well, now and then, but not yet. Like I'm just I don't want to say I'm just getting started, but I wanted to check in, hang out for a bit, see if anyone was in the mood to just hang out for a bit. You know? But also, I don't want to spoil too much for a Sunday stream. Not that I have that much to spoil, but you're seeing me working on this. So this is something I would be talking about on my Sunday stream anyway. So, but I don't want to spoil everything I've been doing this week. Probably not as much as I should have done or could have done, but the weather is getting warmer and it's definitely more of like I want to hang out in the sun and just enjoy my time and relax and not counting stitches. Um so there's certain things that just gets to wait because reading patterns isn't what I have been focusing on the last few days, but definitely will happen sooner than later, I hope. Also, yeah, there's a project that I need to start, but I'm just like, I want to enjoy it to the fullest, and I don't want to stress it. And there's things happening like every week. There's something every week. There's appointments, there's meetings, there's things in preparations of moving, packing. It just takes more time. So I do get less crochet done during the weeks for obvious reasons. But it's not really helping that it's, getting warmer and warmer. It's definitely not the season for, working on blankets or other things that's warm and heavy. This is definitely the season for cottons, bamboos, and thin yarns. Hello, Tank. How are you doing? Good to see you. Mimi loves crochet. Hello, welcome in. Good to see you too. How are you doing? Oh, I see that there's some more people that just popped in from no where? I don't know. I'm guessing they're either someone maybe no one should have ended now. Weird time to end, but I see more people. Welcome in, whoever you are, hanging out in the scrap basket. Because until you says hello, I don't know who you are. But my scrap basket is a really comfy place to hang out. I promise. When I finish this stitch, I'll show you. Hello, Herb. How are you doing today? Good to see you. You were watching Ryan Hall? I don't know who that is. Thank you, Mimi. Happy you enjoyed it. It's a cozy place for all my lurkers to hang out. I'm happy they have a fun place to do that. Weather for Manhattan. Conditions are sunny with a temperature of 73 degrees. 23 degrees. That's pretty much what I had during the day. Oh, Tink! You love your Swede. Well, we get to dance for Tink. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. Ryan Hall, is that the guy that has like the tornado watch? Is that what you're looking at? Because you guys have really unstable weathers going on. What's up with that? Is that like, I don't know how, is this how things are? Like, is this a whole season that you just sit and wait for possible like bad weather coming your way? And this is coming from someone in Sweden. We don't like, I've never heard a tornado warning something because we don't have that here. And I've never heard like tsunami warnings either because we don't have that here either. We don't have alarm, like the only alarm we have is like kind of in case of emergency alarm, more to if there's maybe hazardous fires, you should close your windows and doors, or in case of something like military, uh, like it's not a system that is used at all. Like I've never heard it more than when it's been tested because it's never been used other than that. It's a spring thing. Spring is tornado time and June starts hurricane season. Um, it just feels like there there's no winning if you go from tornadoes to hurricanes. Like, do you have good seasons at any time? Like, what would be a good season? Because I wouldn't want to come and like for a vacation if I'm in the middle of like really bad weather. So what time should I plan for that is low risk of tornadoes and hurricanes? And what else do you have like the rest of the year? That you know, what would be the other option? Like what's the next bad thing that you might be fighting? I shook you out of the scrap basket. I'm sorry, ABD. You are in enough pain. I hope you didn't hurt yourself falling out of the scrap basket. You crawl down in there again. The weather in Lumberton. Way better. We have not had temperatures that high here yet. 86, that's 30 degrees for me. That's way higher than what we've had here so far. But it's still spring here also. So I am definitely looking forward to some warmer weathers. Just not yet. Usually like July, August. That's where we get like really good temperatures. Hurricanes hits the coastal states rarely come too far inland. The fall is good and winter. Yeah, but I like the warmer weathers. Is it cold in the winter? Hmm. Yeah, Tank, I agree. Would have stayed in the hospital for the good drugs. That is a thing. When you're hurting, you should listen to the doctor. You're only an hour off the coast. So that means you're getting some bad weathers once in a while. Is that what we're saying, Steve? or possible bad weathers. Yeah, we're all keeping fingers crossed ABD feels better sooner rather than later. For sure. You get hurricanes at times. Yeah, that's scary stuff. Like I I've never been anywhere close to that bad weather. We've had a couple of storms here, but they have not been as bad as what you get. You get Harvey in Texas, and then you get the rains in Tennessee from hurricanes. Hmm. Katrina and Rita, is that storms? Katrina I've heard of. Rita I haven't heard of. Well, other than our Norwegian Rita, but I don't think that it's her you're talking about. Yeah, Katrina made like big headlines over here too. Yes, I Tank totally told you so. We told her stay in the hospital. Told you so. But so Rita was also a hurricane. Good night, Marcus. You go and get some good rest. Sounds like a great plan. I haven't started your next friend yet, but I will for sure update you when I do so. Kristen F. Hello. Have I seen you in my chats before? I'm not sure I have. I have seen you in the YouTube streets, but I am not sure I have seen you here in my chat. So welcome in. How are you doing today? How is your weather? You are new, so I am yes, that's what that's my initial thought. I was right. I appreciate you coming here. Mm, 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 mm. They are predicting a higher than average number of named hurricanes for this year. Wow. You live in Northern California, so you are way behind me in the past. I am far away in the future. Rita! No, it is it no, well, technically it's Saturday for them, but it is Sunday for us. But it's not my regular Sunday stream because it's, I totally get it, Rita. I totally get it. I that you're confused. It's almost 2 a.m. for us. And I I could have told someone or anyone that I was going live. I was like, "No, we're just going live and see if anyone finds me. Who will find me?" Um, I know I could have messaged you. That I already had someone poking me that I didn't say anything about going live. So yeah, but I'm happy to see like there's 17 people that found me. Like I'm surprised, very surprised, because I know that other people have other things on Saturdays. So I'm just like sneaking in for a little, hanging out for a bit. Whoever finds me finds me. Not stepping on anyone's toes. But it's all good, right? Kind of, but not. You were scrolling around and been pissed off on the world, so this was what Rita, why are you not happy? I don't like you saying that. Saturday evenings is pretty dead. Well, I don't know. Is it? Is it evening for you guys? It's 2 a.m. Maybe this is a good time to go live. I know I went live like a couple of times, like early on my Saturdays. So that would be like Friday night, Friday, like, really, really late or really, really early Saturday for you guys. And at one point, it was a good day, I guess. There was a lot of people coming for one of the lives when I did a Saturday long stream. And the next time I did, like, there was no people. I guess it also depends on if it's a pop-up or if I planned it and advertised it. Perhaps, maybe. Or if it's a holiday that people might actually be busy with other things. Pain from, oh, and brothers. Then that's a bad combination. Pain and brothers, that can be a pain in somewhere else also. Mimi's in Texas. Yeah, so it's pretty much still dinner time in California. You're getting thunderstorms tomorrow, so that could explain your pain. Oh, do you feel the weather changes like that? Hello, Chris K. How are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm just, happy to come and hang out and see people here. A little bit of a different thing. But as I mentioned earlier, I am home alone, so there's plenty of time to hang out here, but I'm not going to be here like all night because I need to rest and have energy for my regular Sunday stream also. Oh, you feel it? And by the sea is more changing of the weathers? Yeah, totally get that. It's not as moody, the weather here, but you know that. Because in August, you're coming back home, Rita. You're coming back to hang out with me. Oh, and also, I don't think I looked for any updates, but we are expecting yarn mail on Monday. I think it is. Yeah. Or is it Tuesday? Let's go check. I haven't checked it in a few. So let's go check and see. That is that is what I have. And it still says that it is estimated on Tuesday. Tuesday is estimated delivery time. And it still says that. So I'm expecting that big package of yarns, which, well, the majority of the yarn is Rita's because she wanted yarn, but she don't want to have it shipped to Norway to have to haul it back over to Sweden when she moves back here in August. So everything's coming to me, and I'm just gonna host it and take care of it and pet it until she comes here. And as a thank you, I get a couple of. Well, I think all of my yarns are cakes. Yes, all my yarns were cakes. So I'm getting some extra cakes for a little treat as a thank you, which I really appreciate. You packed 15 boxes? That's good though. Your father-in-law is from Norway? That's cool. You're also getting your box of goodies sometime next week. Ooh. Spoon! Hello. How are you doing? I talked to you not long ago. Or is it long ago? You said goodnight to me. And now you're here when I'm not supposed to be here, like a day early, pretty much. Everything is different right this minute, but it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, you look forward to move, 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 and so do I. So do I. I'm actually feeling more and more like positive to the move and being all like, yeah, let's get this over and done with. Let's moving soon. You're napping. You went back to sleep this morning. Yay for Sundays. Yeah, you can sleep in. All the furnitures in the living room are gone. That is also good. Nordstrand, that could also be a Swedish last name. I don't say that that would be like automatically me thinking to Norway hearing that. Rita, do you get that vibe? Is it just like an overall Scandinavian name, or would you say that it's a more of a Norwegian last name? Nordstrand. Yeah, no, I feel that that definitely is pretty common in Sweden also. Well, yeah, also he could be from a place called Nordstrand. Do we have any places like that in Norway? Probably, possibly. You were having a weird dream? What was the weird dream, Spoon? Hello, Tracy. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm Swedish or Norwegian for sure. It's not like specifically more one or the other. Where did that go? There's a knot on the yarn. Where is it? Over there. Okay. A couple of more stitches. He moved to the US and worked at one place at high-end steakhouse as a waiter, and now he's oh, he worked his way up then. Yeah, also that Sweden is and Norway has a lot of places named the same. There's a lot of places in the US named also after Swedish places, just like New York is named after York in the UK. You know, because that's how things work. If we move from one place to the other, we can still use the old names as a little bit of a I don't want to say token of appreciation, but like just to remember the where they came from. Isn't that what it was all about? I don't remember exactly all of that, but you took an airplane to Seattle to go to a specific shop and buy something for your children. That's a weird dream. S- Is there any airplanes from Tokyo to Seattle? Like direct flights going from that path? Nordstrand owns many buildings in Houston. Chris is having storms. Be right back. Yes. Hide from storms. This coming week, you're moving out of the yarn room so you can start going into packing things. Ooh, that sounds like great progress. And on the way, you stopped at a little shop and wanted to buy a little 24-cent sample, but only had 20 cents on you in the US, and they wouldn't take 10 cents in Japan money. Oh wow. That's an odd one. Oh, there's direct flights, so that's actually a possibility. Yeah, Rita's moving from Norway to Sweden, and she's bringing her mother with her. And when Rita has moved, we will be within, well, probably like about an hour from door to door ish, maybe an hour 15 minutes. So we can come and hang out with each other. You told hubby that I'm having two of your shelves, and he's just like, Chippy. Oh, that's awesome. uh, yeah, I had a little discussion with my dad about the stuff that I'm moving. Um, because he's gonna help me move most of the stuff, or like the larger things. So I was like, "This is the larger things I have to move," and he's like, "Is that all you're moving?" It's like, "Well, I don't have that many furniture. Like seriously." It's just yeah. And there's a lot of furniture that I need to fix, but like there's things I need to get, but at the same time, I'm not stressing about it because I don't really have any place to put things at the moment. I did go on a little bit of a road trip yesterday. My best friend just like not kidnapped me, but she's like, "Hey, you're coming to hang out for a bit because I haven't been out of the house for a while." And we went over to Rita's town, and went shopping. So now I have a coffee maker because that's important stuff. I needed a coffee maker or a coffee machine. That was like high priority. So that is all taken care of. Um, which is good. Tank, do you see what Nightbot says? Mimi is pointing that out, that Nightbot is thanking Tank for being my top chatter. Yeah, Tank has been up there for a couple of times. Rita has been there. Spoon has been there. There's been a little bit of a competition who's been the chattiest chatter from my previous live streams. It's always fun to see if you guys are able to keep your crowns or if someone else managed to steal it away. And hours you spent hours there of them ignoring you, not giving you your change. The owner's husband even came and the owner was distracted serving him steak dinner. What? And the owner's husband didn't care. They owed you 49.79 in charge. Oh wow. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what you'd been thinking to get that dream or what happened to, but that's You're driving the shelves to me. Thank you, Rita. Thank you very much. I could probably like fix something there, but if that's what you want, then I appreciate that very much. You never got to the shop you specifically went to the city for, and you woke up forgetting what shop it was or which sort, and it bothered you. Um, Spoon sounds like your dream in novella form. Yeah, we'll talk about that, Rita, for sure. I might need chairs for my kitchen. My dad has a kitchen table for me, and he's like, I think there's like 3 chairs that still is in a good to go condition. So that is one thing I'm not stressing about it because I have a computer chair and I can probably like figure stuff out. If I just get my couch in place, then that's also somewhere to sit. But I know that a dinner table with only three chairs might be a little bit odd. So that's Spoon. I'm sure it was a yarn shop you needed. Probably. But Spoon has made plans. So there is a no buy yarn as long as the kids are not in school, unless there's specific yarns that is okay during this period, and that is yarns that's on the list of like that has been out of stock, a specific color of a specific yarn. And if that one comes back in stock, that one is allowed. And yeah, so there's a yarn break for Spoon, which I'm gonna be watching with interest to see if she's able to keep up with this, because it's clearly I couldn't manage to just shop my stash 2024. We failed that one like again and again and again and again. And well, yeah. So I gave up on that. But I'm interested if Spoon can keep up over summer and not buy any yarn. Fingers crossed. You need a kitchen table and chairs, so you'll be check-in also. We girls need to help each other. And it doesn't count for any packages currently on the way. You have lost count on how many packages are on the way. Well, yes, they are not included. If it's already on the way, it's not a new order. You also have to be careful because you can only keep your stash in the shelves when you move. You can't hide anything under your bed. Well, Rita, this is a secret, but you know a friend that doesn't live too far away that can stash some for you. Even like when you move back, there's a possibility of storing stuff at my place if needed. You know, just but that's a secret. Your hubby doesn't need to know, right? You haven't put any yarn under your bed yet? But Spoon, you have a like bed on the floor. Is there any room even there? I don't know. Thrifty, hello. How is everyone tonight? You hope everyone has a wonderful and fun holiday weekend. Well, I hope you guys are having fun. Um, I'm just a bit random and felt like I wanted to hang out with friends. I had a fun day. Yeah. Yeah, you can hide stuff at my place. It's fine. I'm not gonna have like my place full of yarn, so there's definitely gonna be space for more yarn. Enabler. Maybe, possibly, most likely. Spoon knows. Spoon only comes to me because I am the enabler. That's the only reason Spoon keeps me around. For sure. You did put under you did put beads under your bed, and that made room for yarn where the bead box was, so that doesn't count. But the bead box must be small because your bed is on the floor. So you probably could fit more beads there, but not yarn. We're all yarn enablers. Yeah, probably, most likely, most definitely. So I do have more yarn than just the yarn Rita ordered that's coming on Tuesday. There's another yarn package coming my way. Most likely it's going to be here on Monday morning. But I'm probably just going to leave it because I have to go to the same place to pick up the package from Rita the day after. So I might as well just pick everything up at once. But I had to get that. No hooks yet. No hooks yet. Do you know if she posted it? Like, because some people only like ship stuff certain days. Do you know if that happened or like yeah, I don't know much. So you guys, we can look in this bag now. We don't have to wait until tomorrow. You guys are here now, right? But I started to play around with the point store yarns. And I have quite a few little teeny tiny bits and bobs of the point store yarns. So this is like the largest one. And then I have this one. This is number 2 of this yarn because I did get one extra of that. But I have like small bits and bobs. You see, it's not a lot of these yarns. So I decided to get what I wanted out of these because I just got one of each of these. To try them out. Like this is not a point store yarn, and neither is this. Those are new yarns. It's seashell and olivine from the hobby. but all the other ones are Pointer yarns. And I wanted to try the Pointer yarns because I don't see people reviewing them or swatching them or anything, right? So I decided that I could, right? Because I had a lot of points for that. And after deciding what I'm now making, I realized that I need some more yarn to get what I'm envisioned. So far, this is what we have. So we have like kind of a wide neckline, and then the sleeves are not that long yet, but I want long sleeves. So that's like when I decided that that's what I wanted to get, like I want long sleeves, so I need more yarn. But it's kind of like a crop top. Can we go back this far? Yes. Maybe okay, we can. I'm not going to try and I'm going to tangle myself. I know that much, but cuz there's a cord here and there's a headset. Sorry for any weird noises. But so this is what we have so far. So kind of crop top-ish. And then I want longer sleeves. So I need more yarn. But the yarns are not what I had expectations of the yarns. Like I had thoughts and ideas, and it's not turning out to what I expected. Most of my yarn I buy from Hobie. Yeah, the reddish purple is definitely popping out for sure. But I think this is kind of a nice length. I don't know, like depends on if I get a lot of yarn left when I finish the sleeves. I might add some to it. I'm not sure yet. So Mimi, I'm in Sweden. Hobie is in Denmark. So technically, if I get in a car and drive down to Denmark, I could be in a Hobie store in like less than 8 hours. But also, I can pretty often get almost like next day shipping. So that is that's what we have going on with that part. So that's also like most of my yarn is Hobie. For that reason, it's easy with the shipping, but it's also fairly cheap compared to the yarn and yarn stores here. Like Hobie is my cheap yarn. You guys have um like you have your dollar store yarns and all sorts of craft stores that has their own brands, and we don't have that here. So I go to Hobie for my cheap yarn. But I guess it's all like a lot of people say it's expensive. But it's definitely is. The length is looking better. Yeah, I think this is better. Like I had it underneath my boobs earlier, but I needed a little bit more because yes. But we got this purpley, burgundy, red. We got 3 different shades of green. This is one green, that's another, and this is the third. So there's 3 different greens. We got the beige, and then we got the blue. So that's the colors that I'm working with, and it's like a bit random, but it's like I think you might be able to tell that the yarns are not adding up. Like the sleeves and this part here are not the same. They're not supposed to be matchy. I want them different. So I'm trying my best to actually make them different. Then, yeah. But of course, the colors are going to come again and again. So it's just like the order of the yarn of the colors are on purpose different. Because that's what I felt this top needed. So of course, pretty much I need more of the greens. So that's what we're getting. But this totally turned out to be a little bit too warm. Because it's warm outside. And I should have opened some doors or windows or something because it's quite humid and just warm. I want it off on lengths. I don't know what you're. Yeah, but this is what it looks like. I don't know how good you can see the colors like this. I think you see the colors pretty good, that there's different shades of greens, but there's also like different fibers. No, the arm length are going to be the same. The length of, but the like color placements is different. But we have, I think this is a cotton yarn, and then I think they're cotton, all of them. But the beigey and one of the greens has linen, and one has linen and cotton and viscose, and one is linen and cotton. So there's like some different fiber contents in these ones. But also like there's, a chain spun, or not, it's more of like a tube. Where is it? So it's like a chain spun, but it's kind of, yeah, it's flat. But it's like a tube, or a flat tube. Hello, Nisi, coming out of the back pasture to say hello. How are you doing? Good to see you. Tracy's gonna run errands. Awesome. You need to do that. Don't let me keep you occupied here. So yeah, we're getting long sleeves and probably not much more length on the body. And then it's gonna be finished. I just need to wait for the yarn. So that's that. Yeah. And mostly I've been working on that, and the dress I'm working on for Mini-Me. Oh, Spoon? Do you recognize this style? Is this like a popular thing in Japan? I know this is like really, really old. I got this from my uncle on one of his trips back to Sweden for like Christmas or something, but this is made in Japan. I don't know. Is this a popular style? I think I have. Do I have the other part thingy? I do have. Oh, yeah, this. Now we're into totally different things. We're not talking about yarn for a second. But this is for, do I have anything in it? No. But for a lipstick lipstick case with a mirror. So I got this for 1 year and the other one for another year, so it's not the same. Yeah, it has texture for sure. You can see them. It's like I always thought it was like a wave pattern. It's kind of fun though. I still have these. Like I got them like many, many years ago. But I realized that this one was perfect to just put like some stitch markers, my little thingy with needles, and my little scissor. And I just like put that one into this bag when I moved out to sit in the sun. So figured this was like big enough for that, because that's all I've been needing, like a stitch marker, a scissor, the needles, and my hook pretty much. I just, yeah, forgot I had it for a bit. Rita got some crackers and cheese. Awesome. Awesome. I have some candy, but I'm not going to munch that right this minute. Maybe I should, but yeah, no, not right this minute. But I have my pink bubbly and I'm all I'm all happy with that. Daiso, I think I've heard you say that. That's a store, right? Your honey bought some in 78 while he was based in Okinawa. That's a long time ago. So that fabric has been around for quite some time, I take it. You have China that your dad got when stationed in 53 to 55. Wow. That's a long time ago. Like in it's even longer than like when you went in like when you were in school and learned about stuff that happened in certain years. It was like, "Oh, that's not too long ago. It's not that long ago." But now, we've gotten older, so it might not feel us it was like that long ago, but you know, we're not in school anymore. So there's a couple of more years added to it. Hmm. You found digestive gluten-free crackers. Good for you. You have some doll tea china that your mom got as a little girl. Yeah, some old china can be like really, really pretty and really expensive these days. There was so many things made like years ago that is way better quality than what we get now. So now I'm debating, should I just continue with that or should I do something else? You guys, I want some opinions. I started the snake and I have not done anything more to it because I am thinking about frogging. Not all of it and not like but I have a new idea. Okay? The new idea would to be to frog back to pretty much the base of the head. So the head stays purple, but instead of having like these long chunks, let's get Swatchy out because Swatchy can show what I'm thinking. So either like this, one stripe of each color all the way through, or more like perhaps like two stripes each or three, but like smaller sections. I'm kind of feeling like this would be really cute, like one stripe of each color all the way through, but with head still being purple. Instead of just like cuz now we used all the purple until we ran out of the purple and then the blue until, I have more of all the colors. So I could like even if I'd run out of one color at one point, I could continue. But I'm kind of feeling like we need more of a stripy effect because I like this more than what I'm liking this right now. But it sounds like you guys are also in the mood of shorter stripes. One or three, two. So I'm not wrong in feeling like we need to redo parts of this. So I kind of got you guys' approval to frog half the snake, or well, it's definitely more than half a snake. It's like 3/4 of a snake. That's what you thought I was gonna do? No, I just went with it until I ran out of the purple, and then I attached the blue until I ran out of that. So, but I'm feeling like this is just not. It's not doing it for me. And I was thinking about it, and I was looking at Swatchy, and I was like, well, maybe that's what we need to do. We need to switch it up a little bit. Rip, rip, rip. Yes, I will be ripping. Hello, Melissa. You also agree to frogging and smaller stripes. So, am I frogging it now? Why not? I'm probably not going to continue crocheting it, but I need to figure out that's where my bag of stuffing is. And now I'm throwing yarn on the floor. The yarn that jumped down off my shelf looks like this. If anyone's curious, that's what I almost got in my head. It's really pretty. And it's Pima cotton. It's fancy. But it goes back up on the shelf. Okay, so I now have my little bag of stuffing, so I can put it back in there. And I I have a tangly mess of green, so let's untangle that first. Here's the start. You like all solid color head, and he still needs a red tongue. He has red eyes, though. You guys picked red eyes, so we do have that. But you think we need a tongue? It's a possibility. Not sure how I would do that, though. I think like the easiest way would be like a little piece of fabric, but I don't have any. So it's not an easy one in a way, if that makes sense. But yeah. So there might be a little bit more yarn than just point store yarn to finish the top that ended up in the basket before I push the purchase button, but not that much. And okay, so we did get these yarns the other day in the mail, right? Because I but I really fell in love with this color, so I kind of needed some more. So I have more of this color coming because that needs to become a top. I'm making something wearable for myself in this color. All of these colors. I was like, I'm gonna make bunnies or some other cute animals. That's the only thought I had getting more of these yarns because I did some bunnies with the yarn already. But um yeah, no, this I need a wearable with this one. There's some like tealy-ish colors, there's purplies, there's just a lot of pretty colors in this. So this just I need a wearable. I need a top or something with this. So yeah, it's gonna happen. I saw someone using the yarn in a different colorway to make like a t-shirt type of top in moss stitch. It just looks so pretty. She was looking for testers, so I might ask to like get a to be a part of that and just, get to use her pattern and not think too much about it. So that's a possibility. But yeah, a moss stitch top. It might be happening. It might be happening. I might just do it by myself though. Like I'm not sure I need her pattern or, but possibly. Okay. Good thing I checked my phone because that was important messages. So I told you guys I'm home alone. Minnie is not here, and neither is her dad because they're at his parents for a sleepover. So apparently she's not feeling too great. I have a possibly a sick kid coming home tomorrow. So I shouldn't be staying up all night because I needed to help out with that when she gets home, if that makes sense. So I'm definitely going to frog the snake. I'm just untangling this tiny knot that I made as I was joining the yarn. It's awesome. I just need to make sure everything is fine. So 2 seconds. Okay. All good. Okay. Family first. Kids is always a priority. Yes. So there's allergies. That's the biggest issue now with her. Pollen. So apparently she's having a hard time also breathing. And breathing is, key to everything. If you can't breathe, there's issues. He did bring medication, but it's clearly been a bit of a rough night so far. It's 2:35. Um so sorry for that. Let's just frog this snake, and I'm keeping an eye on things. Thinking I bought there water in your cup and a moving blanket on your hook. A moving blanket. Moving blanket. That sounds like an interesting thing. Not breathing is hard and kids get scared. I think she was pretty like not aware since she is sleeping, but yeah, her dad is kind of freaking out a bit, which I totally understand. So, yeah. Yeah, I know you guys have a more knowledge than I with the bad breathing. She does have some inhalers and um allergy meds and such also, but it apparently has not been this bad before, so you need a happy project. Granny squares in your happy colors, and then you oh yeah, that sounds like a good thing, right? Oh, why am I making things difficult for myself? I don't know. Let's do this. That sounds like a wonderful project for the new place. Also, yes. Yeah, we have measuring thingies for that also. All good. It's all under control. I don't know what they're called. Is it like, but yeah, it's they have them in the hospitals. Put on your finger to for blood oxygen level. Is that what it's measuring? I think that's what it measures. Your turned purple yesterday. You had to get on BiPAP. That doesn't. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what. I just don't know what you guys call it. You just call it an oxygen meter. I don't remember the proper word that is used here. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember what we usually call it. It's pretty much just to check like saturation. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. But I am too tired to think about that, and you guys know what I'm talking about, so I'm happy with that. We're leaving it at that, and that's all good, right? And we're almost done with frogging the blue part, and there's the little knot that I need to now unknot if possible. Otherwise, I'm just gonna cut it. But I think I can maybe jiggle it to loosen it up, possibly. I'm from Sweden. I am I am as Swedish as can be. Well, I do know that there's probably some heritage from other countries. I have like a great 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 grandma from Russia. Um, but yeah, I am as Swedish as you can be, pretty much. You hear no accent. I get that. It's always a fun thing for people. Like I ask people to guess where I'm from. I've had so many. Like I think most people, or not most people, but like most guesses recently, and I don't know why. If someone's just like having fun at it, but I've had Pennsylvania being something that's been guessed. I don't want to say quite often, but because that's not what it is, but like it's popular, I guess. No, my big kid, his dad, his parents live in California. Not my grandparents. My big kid's dad lived in California for quite some time, but the grandparents are still over there. So I think I need to look at where we stopped decreasing because I don't want to pull out all the decreases. So I think maybe another possibly 3 4 rows. Because where do I see decreases? I want to see where they're at, but I can't really see them. Okay, so okay, one more. That's where we're leaving it. We have this much, and now we're that's where we're leaving it, and I will be striping it from here on instead. So I'm just gonna pull up that stitch and put a stitch marker in, and maybe do something about the yarn here. Um, in the hospital, they draw blood to check the oxygen level, I'm guessing. Oh, Swedish people you've met has an accent. It's pretty common for Swedes to have an accent. I think the reason I don't is because I've been using English for like so much of my life. I still struggle with words. That is definitely something I fail on. Like I don't always remember the words I'm looking for. But I want to say like the majority of the time there's more hours of the day that I use English to talk than Swedish. So I think that has a big part of it. Like way back when, there was a lot of, I was playing online games. That's what I used to do in the past, quite a lot. So that was like talking to people from all over the world to play games. And it just continued. There's a really big crochet community in other places than in Sweden. In Sweden, knitting has a bigger, um, like the majority of people playing with yarn in Sweden knit. Crochet can be kind of frowned upon. Like you can only crochet lace or animals, and there are certain yarns that's crochet yarn, um, which I don't agree. I kind of some like I even got offended once when I went into a yarn store and the people in the store were like, "Oh, but yeah, we don't have that much crochet yarn, but you can look over there." And they were like pointing me to like the thin lace weight mercerized yarn, and I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not here to make doilies, but I know how to do that. So I can look at what any like all the yarn you have in your store, I can use that to crochet. Like, is this a challenge?" Like, yeah, that got me a little bit upset. But it's definitely different with um like I guess crochet. I don't know why that's bigger in other places, especially in the US. You seem to have a lot more crocheters than knitters. Knitters in Sweden, Norway, and Iceland is common for sure. So I don't know why everyone's like, oh, but like crochet, that's like lace and doilies, right? Hey, no, no, it's not because, I have a humongous snail to prove that you can do anything with yarn. I just feel like people are need to start thinking outside the box. Yeah, crochet is frowned upon. They're a little bit fancy in the yarn store. I was just asking them because they had like a couple of sample pieces like knitted up to show like the yarn in a couple of patterns. Like there was just pretty much a couple of tops, a scarf or something. And I was like, "You don't have any crocheted items." Yeah, no, we don't really know how to do that. But also like people if they come here, they're like the people in this town, they pretty much just crochet doilies and animals, and we don't really have the yarn for that. Mm. We're in the kitchen, we're cooking. What are we cooking? Hobie does offer mainly thinner yarns. Thinner yarns is definitely more popular in Scandinavia, like all over. We do have raggsockor, which is a thicker winter wool sock, and that is something that you need thicker wool yarns for. Sock yarn, like sock weight, is definitely not like. Rita, would you say that maybe a worsted weight would be good for raggsockor? You know more about that than I do because I have wool sensitivity. But you like for really good winter socks, you want thicker yarns. Thank you, Mimi. I have a lot of other things that we're not seeing here behind me because I'm in the, you know, I'm moving. So a lot of stuff is packed down. You learn to crochet doilies with 1 millimeter hook. Yeah, like smaller hooks is what I'm comfortable. Like anything bigger than a 4, and I'm not like it's not really my thing. I definitely do it, but it's not like my go-to. My go-to is yarns like this. This is a Hobie Twister. And as you can see, I'm working on it because you're only seeing parts of it. But this is like my go-to yarn, and it's 1, 2 weights, and 3.25 millimeter is my like most favorite hook size. But what I am doing with the yarn I just showed you, I'm gonna make a hexagon cardigan. So this is one side of my hexagon cardigan, if I can fold it up to what it's supposed to look like. And so this is a sleeve and, well, the front. So this is what we have so far. And then I have another panel. I think it's over there somewhere. But this is the beginning of a cardigan. So this is the yarns I like to play with. But I'm definitely playing with like making my animals and stuff. Like I'm using other yarns also. It's not exclusively this. This is my go-to. This is my comfort zone. Corn tortillas, green chilies, cheese, salsa, corns, and beans. Spoons. When's that ready? When can we come over? I need to eat something. You're intimidated by lace. You use sport weight for socks, Rita? My mom uses thicker than that. Maybe it's DK for her socks. That's what I'm used to. Like, yeah, like the really, really thick socks. Hello, Susan. How are you doing? Good to see you. Sport weight and even thinner makes better winter socks because smaller, tighter stitches. Yeah, there's a part of that. Like, I guess the way I grew up with the socks being like the thicker ones, it's kind of almost like it's a sock slash slipper, I guess. Um, Best dressed mini me. You made potato soup for your honey. Awesome. 2 millimeters best. You like a 2.5 millimeter with the sport weight. Thanks. Hi, other Susan. It's cute of you guys. Um, I just got a little notification that mini me sounds better after medication. So that's a relief to hear that it's better. Medication is kicking in. So I don't have to worry too much right this second, but I will be crawling into bed very soon. Ugh. Cleaning a little bit. Tomorrow you need to find the fabric for mom and cut out the Spencer dresses for her to make. Mini-me is included? Aw, well I know that you've talked about things. But you don't have to. Appreciate that. I feel like I have so many things, like so many whips, and at the same time I'm like, I don't know what to do. uh I'm on your tablet now. Whatever works for you. It's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah, up here next to Meadow, that's where I have the other panel for the hexagon cardigan. So it's hanging out over there. And we have the giant pickle cuz that's how it all started. Um Mimi, I was late to the train. Everyone talks about Christmas pickles and I was late to the train of the whole train of pickles. So I made myself a humongous pickle to you know, compensate for being late to the party. So I have a gigantic pickle, and I have a funny mind at times. So on top of the pickle resides this ginormous snail, and there is debates on whether I should somehow make snail trails to to like embellish the pickle, because that makes sense, right? Everyone knows that snails leave trails. If the pickle is good enough. But yeah, it has nothing to do with the size. We also know that. So but yes, so welcome to my house. Yeah, you have never been here before, but that's some of the crazy stuff that happens in Sweden. My pickle is bigger than yours, and I can say that proudly. Yes. Mom is adopting mini me in the family, so you don't have to Aw. If we benefit from learning on smaller yarn, I don't know. I feel like when I'm working with larger yarns, bigger hooks, the hooks have been heavier. So my hands have been getting tired faster. But also with smaller makes, you can like easier move them around, so there's good parts with that, but I do blankets and stuff also. It's not that much of a difference. Your pickle is small. They need to be able to use the size correctly. Also, very much. Size definitely does matter. Yes, but it also needs to be used correctly. Yeah. But I do have quite the collection of things also, like all of this is whipped. No, this is all made stuff in the bags. There's things that I've made in the bags. And then there's some yarns and there's some whips and there's we don't see a lot of things here. We see some bunnies. That's what we see. Mm. Oh, but we do have one of the more recent friends of the week. We got my spirit animal, the blowfish, because that also fits in with the theme of things that's a little bit crazy or maybe a little bit out there. I have a quite substantial vegetable patch also. We got carrots, we got leeks, we got eggplants. Yes. We have we have a lot of fun things. I'm just sorry that half of it is packed down, or also my shelf here used to be like straight behind me so that you'd see everything on the shelves. Like that's what we normally would have, but everything was moved around to because this place is listed to be sold, and I'm moving. So for pictures and things, we moved stuff around, and we leave it at this for now. Um, a bunch of the patterns are probably still available somewhere. I don't know exactly where I found this one though. It's just 1 month and 5 days, and then I can unpack everything. Yes. I have so many things to find places for, and figure stuff out. I don't know. I've been looking at the floor plan and being like, "What should I do? What should I do? Where should I have my desk? Where should I have my yarn?" Mistress Leak. Yes. Yeah. But yeah, blowfish is it's my spirit animal. For whatever, you can read between lines, because that's what I do with all my makes. We have Frosty Broccoli, one of my moderators, but we also have Miss Frosty, and I made the goddess, a goddess statue. um it has a little extra boot, like cute butt, but the goddess statue does look like something else if you put your head in the gutter. So that's just you know. Oh, but the blowfish is sparkly. I used sparkly yarn for that one. I made it fancy. It's two colors of the yarn, but there's like sparkles. This is Hobie yarns. Was it was it the panettone yarn I got? But it's sparkly. Um, you're just crossing everything that mom's hip will stay in place and not pop out again. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What size hook for the blowfish? I don't remember. I don't like I've been using different hook sizes for everything depending on the yarn. I don't maybe there's something in my previous live streams for when I introduced the blowfish. I try to make a new friend every week for my Sunday live streams. So this was a friend of the week for 1 week. These was friend of the week for another week. I've just been a little busy with the whole moving and all of that. The snail was a friend of the week for 1 week. Um, so I try to do a, a new friend each week. But I think is it the last 2 or 3 weeks that I have been falling off that wagon a little bit. Um, and I'm definitely looking forward to get back on track with that. Yeah, the blowfish sparkles. Do I enjoy working with a cotton linen? I do. I do. Yes, I will definitely give better reviews on those yarns. But yeah, I do like that one. The cotton linens. The seashell has a different twist to it, and it has kind of a I don't know, it splits a bit more than the other one. But the other one, the Olive-in, I really love the Olive-in. Oh, I am moving, and if I'm as tired as you are, you never mind friend of the week. Well, I'm trying. I like the friend of the week, and I've put the scrap basket to the side also. I'm like, I'm boring. You all you see is me working on the same thing, like maybe like a little progress, a couple of more rows. That's all you get. And I'm like, but you need more. You deserve more. Because yes, I did figure out what I was doing wrong with the counting on this one. Um, I skipped a row. That's all it was. I skipped a row. And when I figured out that hey, I should have done the other row first, everything made sense. And now I'm back to like counting is proper correct and all of that stuff. Tracy is back. Welcome back. I'm not boring. You're normal. That have a lot to do. I know I have a lot to do. But that doesn't mean I have goals and wishes and expectations. And I know I can't reach everything at once, but I'm trying. Trying my best to try and keep up with some of the things that I aspire to have like as my standard thing. Tracy was a big winner at D's. Oh, congratulations. Your package from the US should come this week with chocolates that's being saved. Why are you saving chocolates? You don't need to save any chocolates for me. You keep them. You're spoiling with me with yarn. You eat your chocolate. It's all good. But okay, we are now past 3 a.m. That's should be my key to go to bed. I'm not boring. Yarn crafts are slow crafts. It's expected to take time. I yes, but that doesn't mean that I can make small things, small friends of the week. You did buy a lot of bags, so yes, need to save so we can test them out. Should we do that together? Should we have a like test things together? Crazy Swedes react. Well, Swede and Norwegian react. Testing candies. Maybe, possibly. Possibly. But yes, it's time to wrap it up. I love how much fun I have with you guys, and I'm really just enjoying being here. So I don't want to leave you guys, but good thing is I'm back here within less than 24 hours for my regular Sunday stream. A Dove chocolate tasting party. Yes, apparently that's what Rita is planning. I'm just here for the ride. If she says that, then I'm just gonna listen to Rita. I that's yeah, no. I'm not gonna disagree with her. But yeah, we have not that long until we can see each other again. So I hope you don't miss me too much. It's probably a little bit of a, you know, you're not gonna have the time to miss me because it's like really soon. I'm gonna just knock myself out, sleep, and maybe I'll prepare something for let's see. I'm keeping fingers crossed that I have a couple of I might have something up my sleeve for tomorrow. Lori! Yes, long time no see. Really nice to see you. How have you been? I miss you on my Sundays. There's a couple of people I've been missing out on the Sundays, but I haven't been having you around to ask what's for dinner. Most likely not pizza because pizza nights were just for a period when there was like Super Bowl and stuff, but like what's been going on for dinner? I we need Lori's dinner advices. We missed that. Tank is gonna miss me. Thank you very much, sweetie. Yes, rest is top priority, but that doesn't mean you guys aren't a priority. You might not be like the top priority, but I do prioritize you guys also. ABD, get out of the basket. No, let ABD rest. We need ABD to rest. She needs to feel better because yeah, I'm worried. Uh she scared me. Yeah, no. Fingers crossed, all prayers, everything to ABD because she's hurting. She's hurting a lot. She's home, but she's hurting. But I'm letting her share her details. I'm not sharing her details. So yeah. You made bacon ranch cheesy pasta bowl with hillbilly garlic bread. Hillbilly garlic bread. I do not know what to expect, but hearing that, would that be, I don't know, garlic bread infused with moonshine? Or what else hillbilly do I think we could, I don't know. That sounds like it could be a thing. Not sure if I would be on that one though. Oh, garlic on sandwich bread. That's a hillbilly garlic bread. It's just garlic on a sandwich bread. Yeah, that also makes sense. But it could have been just you know, moonshine infused or something. Oh, and chicken in the pasta. Garlic cornbread. That could also be right. Maybe. Cornbread is a southern thing. But is hillbilly like exclusively southern? I don't know. I don't know enough. I'm not from there. You guys are the my education on these things. I'm just like assuming and have small hunches and guesses and small knowledge, which makes everything extra fun because I'm guessing and you guys are probably laughing at my guesses because some of them are ridiculous, but enjoy. You guys, I keep rambling. I keep doing this. We do this every time. So I love you guys. Good night. See you tomorrow. Yeah. Stale hot dog buns, buttered with garlic salt sprinkled on top and toasted under the broiler. That's a way to revive old hot dog buns. Good one. Good one. Good night, everyone. I love you all. Thanks for stopping by. But see you tomorrow if you can, or next week. It's also fine. But there's going to be pop-ups during the week also because there's yarn coming. There's yarn coming. Tuesday. Tuesday. Yes, Rita. We'll figure something out. But bye for now, everyone. Mwah.